Oh, welcome to Taz Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is May the 2nd, 2026. My dog is a little anxious right here. Okay, now he's going to start running. He got a treat and he wants more, but he's not getting more because it's almost bedtime for him. I'm going to try to make him stay up a little bit. If he behaves, and he just knocked my table. If he behaves. Bug is toy or cage? Which one? You're not getting anything. I don't know why he's crying. Buggis, what are you doing? Relax. Please relax. Sometimes he just goes crazy. He lost his treat under a wall to my dad's room, and I try to get it. He won't stop jumping all over me. He scratched me and headbutt me in my mouth, and then he started going crazy and started running around like a maniac. Now he's flipping his bed over. I might take his bed out and let him sleep in the plastic thing, because every time I put him in there with his bed, he doesn't sleep in there. He doesn't sleep on the bed. He just sleeps on the plastic tray. I don't know why he does it, but he does it for some reason. I might try to take there's some dust in there that I would like to take out first, maybe. I might do that. I don't know if that's really good for him, having dust when he's sleeping. So yeah, I might clean that. I might clean it out. It's not that much cleaning. It's just I need to get some dust out of there. I don't know how you get dust out of the cage. I don't know how to take the tray out. I don't know what he's looking for now. He's just sniffing everywhere, and I think he thinks he has another treat under the wall. Or behind the wall. He's doing good outside. He's still a little anxious outside. He still wants to see everybody and all that stuff. He almost lost his toy. But yeah, right now he's just hyper. He is playing with his toy before we went out. And looks like he's more hyper again. Poor deer. Poor the deer. But yeah, he's a puppy. He will always be hyper. Using me as a toy. I was playing with him as well, so it was a little my fault as well. Who doesn't play with their dog? Who doesn't? Right? Who doesn't? And sometimes he doesn't understand how rough he gets. Oh, there we go. He lays down now. I think he misses my dad or something, or my brother. My brother's working. My dad went out. It's only me and him, and I don't think he likes it very much. But that's what it has to be. And sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like that, right? We can't do anything. Sometimes people go out. Will I go out? I don't know. Every time I get a dog, my main focus is on the dog. That's my main focus. I put his needs before my needs. I spend a lot of money on this guy, less money on me. But my dad got him big giant dog food. Like I said, I think I said on video before. He had 2 bags of dog food, big ones. And the vets gave us another big dog food. So he has 3 dog foods. Will last him a couple months. Maybe a couple months. Sometimes he doesn't eat all his food. He might not eat it. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I got something in my nose. I think it was one of your hairs when you knocked my headbutt at me in my face. Every time I get on the floor or try to get something for him, he just jumps all over me. Like sometimes he loses his ball, and I try to get his ball for him. He just freaking jumps on me. So yeah, I might do that with his bed. Just take it out of his cage, and maybe he will sleep in that. Cause I think what it is that because now he's on my tile floor and it's cold. I think he likes it cold. Because the bed doesn't get cold. I don't know where I want to put the bed. I might put the bed beside the cage, and maybe he will like play his toys on there and all that stuff. His toy section. I could put all his toys on there before bed, and then put all it. It's like a toy box. So I might do that, and maybe he will use that as lay there, and I don't know. I don't know what else I could do with the bed. He's been biting on it, and I think he doesn't like it in there because he's been biting on it. He's been pushing it around a whole bunch of times. He hasn't slept on it a lot. He did. I wake up a little bit. I see him on the bed, and then when I wake up fully in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, he's on the plastic again. He's on the plastic tray again. So I don't know if he likes it very much. So I might take it out and see how that goes. It's gonna make a lot of noise because he's gonna be walking around on it. But I want him to be comfortable. He doesn't have a big space of sleeping when the bed's there. If you want to sleep on the tray thing, he doesn't have a big space, and he's a little bigger dog over here. So yeah, I don't know what has happened. I thought the bed will be good for him. He still uses it like. Sometimes he lays on it to play with his toys, but maybe I could do that out of the cage, and he could sleep in the cage. I was thinking maybe I get a big dog blanket. My dad got a blanket, but it won't cover the whole tray. So maybe if I put a dog blanket on there, maybe he will still like it because he's still laying on the tray. Maybe? I have no idea. Or he just likes the tray. He's an odd little boy. But yeah, I might take it out. I might do it today. See how it goes tonight. Will he sleep on the everywhere, not just that one spot? I'm hoping. I'm hoping. And I'm going to try to clean some of the dust. Mostly the dust is where he lays because that's where I put his food is. I put his food there. So yeah, I might just... I have a vacuum cleaner. I might just vacuum it and see how much dirt is in there and how much dirt is underneath the bed. I haven't moved the bed yet. So I might do that. It's going to be a little noisy. My dad might not like it, but I might not like it because the cage is near my bed. But yeah, we will see how that works. If you guys have any ideas, I will consider them. But I'm trying my best with him. I'm trying not to get so much mad at him now. I'm just trying to be gentle. Because if I yell at him and try to hit him multiple times, I think he's going to snap at me, and I don't want that. Because I have a feeling that he might snap at me every time I be mean to him. Because when I was thinking, what happens if he gets so protected with his toys, he might snap at me. So I'm trying my best multiple times when he plays with his toys. I try to put my hand close to his face or to the toy and see if he growls at me. Or try to touch his body, see what happens if I get close. Because when I get close to his food, he doesn't do anything. He doesn't growl at me. He doesn't bite, just snap at me. And you don't want that to happen because you want to take the food away. You want to play catch with your dog. You want to play tug of war. I can't really play tug of war right now because he has baby teeth coming out. When he gets his grown up teeth, I will get him a tug of war toy and play tug of war with him. But right now he has a little fragile teeth, and we don't want to rip them out. We want them fall out. So I'm not playing tug of war with him until when he's 6 months and he has grown-up teeth. I don't know how we're going to find out he has grown-up teeth. You look at his teeth and they're bigger? I have no idea. But we will find that out. It looks like he tired himself out by running around like a maniac. But yeah, I'm going to see how this bed thing goes. Or we will find like a sheet that he could lay on. I do want to put something comfortable on him. I think we have a sheet that I could put on him. Put on the thing. But I might not do it right now. I want to see, will he sleep on every part of this tray thing? Not just one little sliver. The whole tray. So I want to see, will he do that? I want to keep his toys in there. He can play with his toys if he wants. But that's what I want to see, him sleeping in the cage. Because it doesn't feel like he's comfortable. It doesn't look like he wants to be in the cage. He has no problem going in the cage. When the cage door is open, he has no problem to lay in there. But when we didn't put the bed in there, he slept everywhere. Everywhere in that cage. He slept everywhere. He slept in the middle. He slept on the left, right. Everywhere. He spread his legs out. He got comfortable, but he hasn't done it with his bed. When his bed was in there. My dad thought it was a good idea. I thought it was a good idea. More comfortable for him. But I think because he has so much fur, he wants to be cold. Remember, his teeth is burning out his mouth. He's biting. He's playing so hard. He's tiring himself out. Because he wants the pain of his mouth to go away. But to do that, he needs to play with something. If it's my skin or his toys, he's playing and he's getting himself hot. So I think that's the reason why he sleeps on the ground more than he sleeps on his bed or anything soft. Because he's getting himself tired and hot. So he sleeps on something cold. That's why he's sleeping on my tile floor right now. Because it's cold. So maybe when he's done teething, and we still use I'm hoping we're not using the cage. Because this cage is so big, it's right beside my bed, and sometimes I kick it and scare him when he's sleeping. I don't want to do that, and this thing is blocking where I get my modem, because sometimes my internet doesn't want to work, or I have to reset it. But I had to like squeeze through the cage to get to this thing. So I'm hoping when he's older we don't have to use this cage. I don't know. I don't think we're going to keep it. I think we might just donate it to somebody, because it helps a lot of people. It will help a lot of people with this thing. It doesn't take a lot of room. He still has a lot of room to run around. But when we get rid of this cage, there's more room to run around, right? So, because we got some furniture around, and it's hard. He's going to be a big doggy. He's 41 pounds right now. My God, he's a big boy. He's a thick boy. But he's been doing good with his walking a little bit. He pulls a little bit. He jumps a lot like a bunny. If he wants something, or you say no, he would jump. Or you pull him away from something that you don't want him to play with. Like, he started doing digging. And I don't want him to get dirty right away and all that stuff. And he will do it for hours. I can't keep him outside for long because of he doesn't have his full shots. And we don't want him to get sick, right? We can't have him out there long. This is why I can't take him to the park, because he doesn't have all his shots. I have to wait 3 weeks. So he doesn't have all his shots. That's the problem. I would like to take him to the park. I would like to take him to a dog park. I think my dad would love to take him to a park. My dad goes to the cottage. He goes to a little trip cottage. He wants to take the dog, but the dog doesn't have all his shots. He can't get sick. We're not taking the risk of that. He will get all his shots before my dad goes to this trip, but he needs to do his training, because most dogs are off the leash and well trained over there. He's not well trained. He's still a pup, so he's getting there. He's getting there. It's just now we need to work on the walking and all the excitement. He gets so excited outside and starts jumping, and the collar's just choking him. And I don't want that. I'm hoping that my brother could get this harness go on him and have no problems. And like I said, he's scared of this collar. And I'm hoping that we get this harness that I could just put the harness on him. He had no problem putting the harness on. He gets a little anxious, but it's easy to put it on him better than trying to put it around his neck. And he's getting scared of it. I don't want him to bite me. He hasn't bite me yet. He hasn't growled at me when I put this thing on him. But I don't want him to get mad at me and saying, "Stop putting this thing on me," and he's going to bite me. I think he wants to be a friendly dog, and he doesn't want to bite me because he's mad. I don't think he wants to bite me. He bites me to play. But when I put the collar on, he might get mad and he might just snap at me, and can't do that. So I'm hoping that we get this harness or get a collar that we could just clip that dang leash on and we could just go outside. Because this collar I had to put around his neck. Because he doesn't wear this collar every day. He only wears it when he goes out. That's the only time he wears it, is when he goes out. And then we take it off him when we come in. Because it's a chain, it will make a lot of noise, and he doesn't like it anyway, so why would we leave it on him? Let him get angry, he's going to take it off anyways. It's one of those chain ones that gets tight when he pulls. If he doesn't pull, it will just slip off, so there's no point leaving it on him. Right, so, that's what we're going to do with the cage. If you guys want updates of that, I will tell you guys what is he comfortable of doing that. I might do it today, try it tonight, see how it goes. And maybe I will get a big, maybe I have a sheet that I don't use or my brother doesn't use. Normally we use only one sheet and then we wash that sheet and that's the only sheet we use. And my dad has his own sheet, so he might not need it. I think we have a really soft one that he could sleep on. But I want to see tonight, will he sleep on that tray thing, not where near the door is, and he will sleep there. Because I remember when we first got the cage, he slept everywhere. He slept everywhere. He did not choose one little spot, and he slept in that one little spot. He slept in the middle of the cage, spread out, and he was so comfortable. And now we have the bed, and now he's just sleeping on the one little rectangle thing, and he's not a small dog. You could see how he sleeps. His head will be on the mattress because he wants to be on the floor, on the tray. So we're going to take that out tonight. I'm going to do that and see how much cleaning I need to do for it, or do it tomorrow. But I do want to try to clean he has some crumbs from his food I want to clean off. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna find that out. Right now, we got some SmackDown because we had 20 minutes, and we talk about my doggy over here. I love my dog. I love him. He's growing on me. He's turning to be my best friend. Every dog is your best friend. I have a cut on me. I will always have cuts now until he grows up and get trained not to bite me so much. Hey, it's teeth. And if you're going to play with your dog, you're going to have some cuts. Because they play with their teeth and they play with the claws. So, you will have some cuts. No matter what. If you're going to play with them. If you're playing pets, maybe you won't get it. I saw one of my neighbors in the building has a toy to throw a ball so far away for the dog, and that's what I want to get. I want him to be tired. When I'm allowed to take him to the park and let him off the leash, let him be free, and throw the ball for him, I want to make him tired. I didn't do that with my other dog. He loved going out. He loves his walks. Because he does it every day. But I never let him off the leash. I don't like letting my dogs off the leash because I don't trust other dogs. Because some people don't tell you they're not friendly. And then your dog gets attacked. I don't like that. I don't like that. When they tell me, oh, when my dog goes near your dog, and you don't and starts lunging at my dog, and you don't tell me it's not friendly. Why would you not tell me it's friendly? You want your dog to attack my dog? Is that what it is? I'm not letting no dog attack my dog. That's why I always try to keep my dog away from other dogs. I understand. Socialize, Tyler. Socialize. Not all dogs is bad dogs. But nobody tells you if they're friendly or not friendly or they have a muzzle on. That's the problem. We don't know who's friendly and who's not friendly. Because they're off the leash and they come up to your dog and they just attack. Because nobody tells me they're friendly or not friendly. That's the problem I have. That's the problem. Some owners don't know how to do that. If I know my dog's not friendly, he bites right now because he's a small puppy. And that's not how you approach a puppy. You don't just touch them. There's process. It's a process. But if it's an adult dog and he knows how to sniff good people, that's the dog I want to tell me if it's not friendly. I could tell you Buckus over here is not friendly right now because he's a puppy. He doesn't know if he's doing anything wrong. He's protecting me. He's protecting my dad. He's protecting my brother. He's going to do whatever it takes to protect himself and his owners. That's all he's going to do. He's going to try to do that. Because he doesn't know who's good and who's bad. Because he can't. If he sniffs people out, I sniffed this guy. He smells like freaking fish. How do I know he's a good guy? I don't know. I'm a puppy. I don't know these things. So, yeah, but grown up dogs, they will know who's good and bad. But they don't know what dog is good or bad. Tell me when your dog's not friendly. I won't put my dog near your dog. Simple as that. this is why I don't like letting my dog off the leash or go near any other dogs. I understand that he needs to socialize with other dogs. But I can't handle my dog getting attacked because you can't tell me your dog is not friendly. I can't handle that. That's not what I like. I would take them to puppy classes because I know those dogs will be nice. Because they're getting taught to be nice. I will be okay with them. Or the dogs I met. Like I have a neighbor that has a small little dog. I met the dog. He doesn't bite people. He doesn't have a problem with people. He jumps on people, but that's it. He's a small little dog. He doesn't jump high. He goes on my leg. But he doesn't really hurt people. He's excited. He likes to meet people. But yeah, that's a dog that I would like my dog to meet. But not a dog that frickin' barks at him and starts growling at him and stuff like that. No, I can't handle that. Buggers don't deserve that, man. He does not deserve that. Hey, we saw a whole bunch of dogs at the vet. He had no problem. He got scared of them, but he had no problem. He didn't growl at them. They got a little close because they sniffing and there's a whole bunch of dog hair on the carpets. But they got close, but he never had a problem. He was under my dad's legs. Didn't have a problem. He didn't try to lunge at him. Didn't try to growl at him. Didn't try to bite him. He was fine. Because nobody got... the dogs didn't come at him. My dad had to tell one lady, keep your dog away because her dog was a little excited, a little anxious to meet him. Somebody that the dog never met. But the lady understood. The lady understood. This is why I like people understanding that my dog is a puppy. So he doesn't know what's wrong and what's right. Not yet. So please don't touch the dog. Please don't let your dog touch my dog. Or get near my dog. We don't want your dog to get hurt. We don't want that. And you don't want your dog to hurt our dog. Because he will react if he gets attacked. Right? So we don't want any of the dogs get hurt. So she understood. That's what I like. When you understand. I know we talk about my dog almost 30 minutes now. Let's talk about Friday Night Smackdown. Ladies and gentlemen, Friday Night Smackdown is here. We're getting ready for Backlash. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Danhausen segment. He comes out with some goodies for the WWE fans. He gave out these new free merch, Danhausen merch, throws it to the fans and all that stuff. And then he did steal $40,000 human monies. That's what he calls them. And ladies and gentlemen, it was the Miz's money. They tried to trap Danhausen with a briefcase and tried to get some powder in his face. It didn't work out, and they got powdered because of curse. But The Miz comes out, and it sounded like The Miz wants to be his mentor. Because he doesn't want to be cursed anymore. He admits it, that he's cursed. But he says, to end this curse, I had to be his mentor. So he was about to do that until Kit Wilson comes out. And says, are you crazy? Why are you going to be his mentor? You're mentoring me. And all that stuff. And Miz says that everybody loves Danhausen. The fans love this guy. And then they were doing the handshake. Kit Wilson said he wrote a poem. He did a poem. And then he said, shake my hand. And then Danhausen put his hand out and say, shake my hand. And Miz shook Danhausen's hand and started celebrating with him until the Miz attacked Danhausen. It was a trick. And Kit Wilson and the Miz attacked Danhausen. He couldn't run away. And then he got a Skull Crisp finale. But he ran into Nick and he wants a match with Miz and Kit Wilson. But Nick Aldis says, this is what I could do for you. At Backlash, it will be you versus The Miz and Kit Wilson, but you need to find a tag team partner. So Danhausen will have his PLE debut in-ring match in the PLE. So that's pretty cool for Danhausen. But we have Cody Rhodes segment, and he talked about his injuries, and he says he's medically cleared, and he wants to fight. And the person that came out to make a fight was Ricky Sainz, making his debut. So Ricky Sainz comes out, he says a bunch of things. But Cody Rhodes told him, I want to fight. I'm medically cleared. Let's have a match. And they accepted for the match. That's happening tonight. First match of the evening, we got JC Jane versus Charlotte Flair. With the Fatal Influence around. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match with a lot of help from Fatal Influence. The winner of that match was JC Jane. But they weren't done there. They attacked Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. But Rhea Ripley came out and made the save. Charlotte Flair didn't want Rhea Ripley's help. But now she's happy that they got Ripley's help. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we heard that next week there's going to be a six-women match. Rhea Ripley, Bliss, and Charlotte Flair versus the Fatal Influence. Finally, Paul Hanley and Laney Reed will be finally getting a match since they made their debut. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this tag team title match, it wasn't R-Truth made the match and find his opponents. It was Damon Priest. But he said, R-Truth, I thought you were going to give him the tag team title shot, so I did it. But R-Truth wasn't talking about a tag team title shot to Fraxium. He was talking about taxes. So they got a tag team title shot. It was a pretty decent tag team match, but the winner of that match was Damon Priest and R-Truth retaining the tag team titles. And then Tala Tonga comes out and starts attacking every single one of those guys. Fraxium, Damien Priest, and R-Truth. And Solo Sikoa has a problem with Jacob Fatu because what he did last week, destroying Tama Tonga, JC Mateo, and Tonga Loa, except for Tala Tonga because he had a day off. But ladies and gentlemen, he said that Jacob Fatu, when you come to this building, you're a dead man. The Usos come out and told Solo, you got to leave Jacob for Roman Reigns. They said they're not asking, they're telling Solo. Solo said, okay. So he looked back, he looked away, and he nodded at Tala Tonga. And Tala Tonga attacked the Usos with a big boot and a chokeslam. Ladies and gentlemen, next match we got Cody Rhodes versus Ricky Sainz. Pretty decent match, but the winner of that match was Cody Rhodes. On his debut match, Cody Rhodes gets the win, but Cody Rhodes' celebration got cut short because of Gunther. Gunther is part of SmackDown, he chokes out Cody Rhodes. And then we have Royce Keys versus Angel. Royce Keys gets the win. And then he had some advice for Jacob Fatu about Roman Reigns. Says they know each other, and he knows how badass he is. But ladies and gentlemen, Royce Keys and Jacob Fatu got attacked by Solo and Tala Tonga in backstage. And then we have our women's tag team titles, the rematch between Brie Bella and Paige versus Nia Jax and Lash Legend. It was an okay match. It was okay, a little slow. But the winner of that match, and still the tag team champions, Brie Bella and Paige. And then our main event, Solo Sikoa and Tala Tonga versus the Usos. It was a pretty decent tag team match. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Solo and Tala Tonga by disqualification. Because Jacob Fatu attacked everybody. He attacked Tala Tonga and Solo. And then he just walked by the Usos. And he told the Usos, tell Roman Reigns, I will destroy him at Backlash. And he did his catchphrase. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys. Do we have a pay-per-view happening today? This weekend? I don't think we do. If we do, if I can remember, I will see you there, or we see you on Tuesday for Monday Night Raw results. Time is out. Bye.